All right, child's pose this morning. And this morning, we are going to just dedicate this class just to you, because you make a difference to someone in your life. You make a difference to me. And so this is just a class for you to tune into your own personal needs, whatever they may be today. Maybe taking the opportunity to explore your poses differently, maybe go a little deeper, maybe even pull back a little. But just remember the importance of yourself. So as you enter your child's pose, your toes are touching behind you. Your knees are nice and wide. You make room for yourself as you move down towards your mat, either supporting your head or taking the full expression of the pose, or a little of both. Just take a moment to welcome yourself to your space, your place, your moment, and find your breath. Take your breath in through your nose, and then just let it all go. In through your nose, just let it go. From your child's pose, take a little walk to the right-hand side. So your body just comes over that right leg. Push down gently, move the left fingertips a little further forward, and just feel that nice side stretch. And concentrate on that left side for a moment. So as we make the transition to the opposite side, go ahead and just take that arm and circle it up and over, coming up out of your child's pose, and then just making your way right over the opposite knee. And once you sink down there, walk those fingertips forward, the opposite fingers. And then transitioning out of this side, let's circle that arm back around and stop in the center, right in a hero's pose, right on our heels. Fantastic. Pulling the knees a little closer together. Bring the hands behind you, fingertips facing your mat. Fall back so the palms touch down. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. What does this do? It opens up the heart. Slowly drop the head back and just gaze upward. And then simply lifting off the palms, roll over your fingertips and right back into a child's pose. This time your body is resting on your legs. Your head comes down towards the mat. Place the hands on your heels and then begin to move forward so the head touches down and your hips lift up. Stop when you can't go any further. Feel the gentle stretching of the spine. And then slowly bring the seat back to the heels and move the hands underneath the thighs and begin to roll up, clasping your thighs, and then just push your hips forward and then fall back down all the way. Well done. Slowly peel back up to your hero's pose. Little different, feels good on the back, come all the way to your knees. Inhale, bring the arms to the sky. Give them a good reach up and a little tip to the right-hand side. Inhale, return to the center and then tip over to the left-hand side. Inhale, reaching up, pull the arms back a little further, gaze up, push the hips forward. And then releasing the hands, bring them back behind your lower back, fingertips facing the floor. Pushing the hips forward and the elbows towards one another. Drop the head back to a supported camel pose. Slowly rise back to thunderbolt, up on tall on the knees. Bringing the right knee out to the right foot out to the side. Float the arms to shoulder height. Breathe in. As you exhale, just fall over towards that long leg and just glide your arm down the hand down the leg, the other arm over your head. As you inhale, come back to the center, and then exhale, reach towards the floor and tip over the other way. Let's go one more time each way. Inhale, come up. Exhale, glide down the leg. Inhale back to the center and exhale all the way to that floor. Inhale, rising back to the center. Take that right foot, slide it in slightly. Glide towards the right so the knee comes right over the ankle. And then tip yourself over, bringing the hand in front of the leg. Give the little push right into that leg with the arm. Beautiful. Inhale, rise back to the center and then rotate your body towards that bent knee. Straightening the leg, just bow forward, reach for the floor. Pull the toe up and keep the heel down. Beautiful. Walk both hands to the front of your mat and then bring your seat back towards your heel with that one leg extended long. A whole different stretch now. Beautiful. Slowly rise back up and bring your knees back together. Cat and cow, inhale, just drop the belly and lift the heart. Exhale, just slowly bring the hips, the spine up towards the sky. Inhale, just drop. Exhale, roll it up. Use your breath here, full breath. And roll it up. And then finding your way just back to neutral, back it up, back to that thunderbolt pose, right tall on your knees. Bringing the left leg out this time to the side, float the arms to shoulder height. Take the inhalation first. As you exhale, just slide down the leg, bringing the top arm next to your ear. Inhale, returning to center. Exhale, reach to the floor and tip over the other way. Inhale, back to center, and exhale, slide down the leg, maybe a little further. And inhale, come to center, and exhale, tip over the other way. Remember, listen to yourself today. Slowly rise back to the center, sliding that leg in, bending the knee. Glide the knee forward over the ankle. Once you're there, just a nice, easy tip over, fingertips towards the floor and fingertips above you. Pushing the arm gently into that inner leg. Keeping that knee bent, rise to center and rotate your body towards that leg and then straighten it out, toe up, heel down, fold forward. Ah, yes. Beautiful. And then walking your hands back to the center, go ahead and just push that leg a little further out and pull the hip down to your seat. Get it down to your heel, seat to heel. Coming back to tabletop position, one more set of the cat and cow, just releasing and moving that spine. So drop and lift, use your breath. Perfect. And then just one more time. Coming back to neutral, tuck the toes underneath you, float the kneecaps right off the floor.
Just take a moment and tune into what you feel here. The strength to hold you, shift your weight slightly forward, engage your core, and then slowly begin to move your seat back towards your heels, and then lift it up to the sky, downward facing dog. Position your feet comfortably here. Walk your dog out. Tune into the foundations of this wonderful pose. The hands are rooted and fingers are spread. You feel your shoulders being drawn away from the hands, and then the hips away from the shoulders and up towards the sky. Balls of your feet or all of your feet, depending on your flexibility, are grounded and rooted. Knees are either soft or legs are straight, whatever your body takes you here. Pull the belly in and lift the hip just a little higher. Keep the legs, keep everything still for a moment here. Keeping the feet rooted to the floor, move those hips over to the right-hand side, as far as they will go, keeping your feet right where they are. And then gently just let it go to the other side. Bringing them back to the center, bend your knees and walk your hands back to your feet. As you come into a standing forward fold, soften the knees, collect your elbows in your hands, allow the head to hang between your arms. Stay centered here, drawing the belly in and lifting the hip high. Shake your head no, and then yes. Releasing your fingers to the floor like a rag doll, begin to peel up off the floor into a standing position. Mountain pose, rolling the shoulders to your ears, back behind you, and let them glide down your back. Remember, your shoulders belong to your back, not to your chest. Keep the arms by your side and just close your eyes a moment. Mountain pose, a strong, stable pose, grounding us where we are right now. Inhale, bringing the arms up and over, gaze up. As you exhale, open those arms and with a long, flat back bow forward. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Soften the knees, walk forward to downward facing dog. This time, keeping the left foot on the ground, lift the right one straight up as far as it will go and point your toe. Flex your foot and point your toe. Beautiful. Bend your knee and let that foot fall behind you, opening the hip. Ankle rolls other way. And then one big leg circle. So we're going to rotate the knee towards the floor, pull it forward and up and back over one more time. That's it. Inhale, bring the leg straight to the sky, and exhale, gently place it back down. Inhale, lift the left leg up, root the right leg deep into the mat. Leg comes as high as you can get it. Take a flex and then a point. Bend the knee and send that foot back. Open the hip. Ankle rolls other way. And then straighten the leg back out and bring it gently back to the mat. Gazing to the front of your mat, this time we're just going to walk forward. Tippy toe, step, any way you want to make your way to the front of the mat. Where at this point, you'll put the balls of your feet to touch and your little heels about 2 or 3 inches apart. Perfect. Rise halfway, fold back down, bend the knees just a little and rise to stand. Bring in the hands this time to heart center. Bow your head and close your eyes. Once again, remember that you make a difference. Taking those hands, just reach into the sky, open wide and bow forward. Inhale to a half fold. Exhale, touch down to the mat and take your right foot back And now you're left to plank pose. Hold your plank pose, and in this pose, like we did in down dog, tune in to what you feel, the strength to hold you in place. Push the mat away from you, engage rapport. Feel the head move forward, the heels pull back. Breathe in. Prepare to descend, drop the knees, and then the hips, the belly, the chest go all the way to the floor. Sliding the fingertips out wide to the corners, outside the corners of your mat. Slowly lift, pushing into the mat with the fingertips. Dynamic cobra. Breathe in. And then drop all the way back down. Bringing the hands near your rib cage. Pull the elbows in. Push all the way up to full cobra. Check out your shoulders. Are you hugging them into your ears, or are you pushing them down your spine, down your back? Hopefully the latter. All right, tucking the toes underneath you. Lift the knees and just shift to plank pose. From plank pose, lift the hips up, press back, down dog. Fantastic. Gazing to the front of the mat. This time let's step our right foot forward and then our left. Just push, lift, and place them together. Inhale to a half fold. Exhale, fold back down. Soften the knees, root and rise, and hands back to the heart. Inhale, push those fingertips up. Open the arms, bow forward. Inhale to a half fold. As you touch down, the left foot goes back first, and then the right. Plank pose once again. Hold that plank pose. And does it feel any different this time? You feel stronger, more in control. As we lower this time, option to return to those knees or take your very first chaturanga. Breathe in, exhale, lower. Inhale, rise and push to cobra. And exhale, tuck the toes, lift the knees, lift the hips, press back down dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stepping the left foot to the front of your mat. And now the right. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold. Bending the knees, reaching to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart. Bring the arms to the side. Soften the knees, chair pose. Just take it where you're comfortable today. Maybe you can go super, super deep. Maybe you like to be a little higher. Today it's about you. You choose. But stay here. Once again, tune into these sensations. Release tension. If you're squeezing those shoulders, relax them, open them. Pull the arms a little wider. That helps. Everyone now is going to sink a little tiny bit deeper. Breathe in. Hands come to the heart as you bow forward. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, step back, right foot, left foot, plank pose. One breath in plank this time. And exhale, lower. Inhale, the cobra. Exhale, right to down dog. Take one breath here in down dog. And then let it all go. Looking to the front of your mat, bring the right foot towards the right thumb. Bending the back heel, root it to the floor, rise to warrior one. Tune into warrior one now. Push that knee over the front ankle, turn those hips to face forward. Beautiful. Breath here. And then circle the arms down to the floor, step back to a plank. Lower chaturanga, or if chaturanga is not for you today, just move right to down dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step forward with the right foot and then the left. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, chair pose. Spread the fingers, pull the shoulders back. Go a little lower. Stay with me. Hands come to the heart, bow forward. Rise halfway. Touch down, step left foot, then right foot, plank pose. One breath in plank. And then chaturanga or down dog. This time, looking forward, bring the left foot forward. Spinning the back heel, root and rise to warrior one. Arms reach up. Take a moment, move the kneecap a little further forward so it's right over that front ankle. Breathe in. And then circle the arms down. Take it back to plank pose. One breath in plank. And exhale, lower. Inhale the cobra and exhale, down dog. Remember, just go right to down dog if today's not the day for those chaturangas. Gazing forward, left foot forward, and then the right. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold. Bending the knees, chair pose once again. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half fold. All right, this time fold. Bend the knees until you can touch or almost touch. See if you can take a little hop back to a plank and then stay there. One breath. Lower. Inhale the cobra. Exhale dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step the right foot forward, warrior one. This time we're going to open up, warrior two. Feel the pose. Front knee moves towards the ankle, as well as the small toes. Drop the shoulders just a little further from the ears and pull the belly in just a little bit more. Beautiful. Perfect. Flipping that front palm to the sky, tip it over, bringing the arm to the ear and the back hand to the back leg. Peaceful warrior. Circle the arms to the mat. Step back to plank pose. From plank pose, one leg, right leg is up, chaturanga. Drop it down and come to cobra, downward facing dog. Left foot comes forward. Spin the back heel, rise. Open up, warrior two. Once again, reach those fingertips to the side walls, shoulder height. Drop them a little lower if you have tension in the shoulders. Move the knee towards the small toe and closer to your ankle. Take a breath. Let it go. Feel it. Opening the palm of the front hand, drop the back hand to the leg. Bring the arm to your ear and just tip it back into a peaceful warrior. Big front body stretch. Breath in. And then cartwheel the hands to the floor. Step back to one leg plank. Chaturanga. Touch down and come to cobra. And then downward facing dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. All right, a little challenge for the morning. You could skip this if it's too much. I want you to walk your feet in just a tiny bit. Shift your weight a little over the hands, bend your knees. I want you to hop 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Step back to down dog. Well done. Gazing forward, either step or try and hop to your hands. Inhale, half fold. Exhale, fold. Bending the knees, your final chair pose here. So just let your seat go a little deeper. We're heated up now, nice and warm. Look down. If you cannot see your toes, you want to pull the knees back just a little bit. You want to be able to see those pretty toes of yours. Hands come to the heart as you just go a little bit lower. Pull the belly in right here. And then let's take our twist to the right hand side. So just twist. Rotate through the center of your body. Push that top shoulder back a little bit more. You've got this, and the hands stay right in the center of your chest. Look down at your knees. If that left is jutting forward too much, pull it back. Help square the hips. Perfect. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, hands come to center and twist left. Same thing. Inhale, chair pose, and exhale, stand. Bringing hands to the heart. Well done.
Bring the right knee up in front of you. Root the left foot. Take your time, seek balance here. Flat foot. Perfect. Now move the leg out in front of you, straight. Rebend it. Begin to send it back. We're moving into warrior three. So send it all the way back as though you're pushing the back wall away from you. Toe faces the floor. Your right hip dips towards that left inner thigh. And now slowly move the arms out in front. If that's too much, keep them at your heart. Bend the front knee and reach back to crescent lunge. Right here. Fantastic. Keeping the arms back by your ears. The knee moving forward, your back heel pressing away. Fantastic. Inhale, straighten and reach even higher. Exhale, go low, bring the fingertips towards the floor. Inhale, come tall. Exhale, dip low. Inhale, come tall. And dip low. Inhale up. And then dip low with hands to heart. Let's take that prayer twist in a lunge. So drift forward, pushing that back heel away. Take a moment to stay hovering over the front leg. Bend it a little more. Stay here. Feel it. And then take a breath. And then slowly begin to rotate your body towards that left side. If you're feeling big and open, remember it's about you today. Explore. Feel free to open the arms. Or keep them at heart. Gazing to the front foot, it's time to bring the hands to the mat and simply step forward. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold, soften the knees and root and rise. Hands back to heart center. Balance on the other side. Your left knee comes up with a flat foot. Take a moment to seek your balance here. And then begin to straighten the leg out as though you're going to push the front wall away from you. And then we'll rebend the knee. And we're going to send the back wall further away from us by pushing, pushing, pushing. Toe faces down towards the floor, left hip dips towards that right inner thigh. Choose your arms. Soften the front knee and reach towards the back of your mat to crescent lunge. Root and stay steady for a moment. If crescent lunge feels a little bit wobbly, one way to avoid that is take your stance and widen it up just a little bit. Give yourself a little bit more space on your mat to be stable. Bring the arms back towards the ears, fingertips towards the sky, straighten the legs and reach up. Take your low dip and up, and your low dip and up, and your low dip. This time your hands are coming to the heart. Pushing back with that back heel, fire up this back leg, squeeze it super tight. Bring your body to come over the front leg, bend the knee a little bit more. Hold it here a moment and just tune into the strength keeping you in this forward position. Prepare to twist. Breathe in first, create some space, and then rotate. Elbow to the thigh, pull the shoulder back. Feel free to explore, open, or stay. Fantastic. Look down to the floor. Bring the hands there, but this time transition to downward facing dog. Back. Well done. Bring that right foot to the middle of your down dog, step on it, and then pivot both feet towards the right side and turn your body. Pushing that front foot into the floor, pull the hip a little further up and lift the top arm up. Supported side plank. You've got this.
Beautiful. Bring the hand back down, rotate back around and send that foot right back. Let's go the other way. Left foot steps forward, middle of your down dog. Step on it. Shift your weight there. And then let everything shift over to the left. Pull those lower hips away from the floor and reach the top arm to the sky. Hold. One more inhalation. Exhale, bring the hand back down, pivot around and step back to down dog. Inhale, the right leg comes to the sky, super tall once again. Bend the knee, stack and open it up. Inhale, straighten it. Exhale, pull it forward, put it down, spin the back heel. Rise to warrior one and right into warrior two. Inhale first, exhale, tip over forward. Extended side angle. Let the top arm reside next to your ear. And remember, take your fingers to that shoulder if you need to and just send it back a little bit more. Tune into how that feels when you change your position. Fantastic. Bringing the lower arm up, engage your core. Feel the strength to hold you in place. And then begin to pull the front leg straight. Open both arms up. Find triangle pose. Yes. Bringing the top hand to behind your back and your eyes to the front foot. Rebend that front knee. Reach your fingertips on the outside of your foot. And we're going to move into half moon pose. So begin to step forward with both the back foot and the front hand. And then shift and lift. Once you're there and you feel maybe on your fingertips, lift the top arm back up. Rotate your body. See if you can turn your head and face forward today. Flex your foot. You've got this. I know you do. And then bending the front knee, just ever so gently step back to warrior two. Bring the back arm, sweep it down, bring it to warrior one, and then reach for your mat and step back to downward facing dog. Fantastic. Inhale, the left leg lifts high as it will go. Bending the knee, just let it stack and open. Inhale, straighten it. And exhale, bring it forward and put it down. Bending the back heel, rise to warrior one and right open to warrior two. Tipping over, pulling the front elbow to the front thigh. Top arm to the top, back arm to the top ear. Once again, think of that top shoulder. Just draw it back slightly as though a magnet is just pulling it towards away from you. There you go. Stay deep and low and just how do you feel? What are you needing right now? Bring up that lower arm. Engage your core. Feel the strength there. Begin to straighten out the front leg. Open up those arms. Seek triangle pose. Bring the top hand behind the back and the eyes to the foot in front. Softening the knee, reach down outside your foot and step forward, foot and hand. Shift and lift to half moon pose. Your half moon pose. Maybe try and get that head to turn towards that right wall. Bending the front knee, reach to the back of your mat. Return to warrior two. Sweep the back arm to the front to warrior one and bring your hands to the mat. Step back to downward facing dog. When you get into down dog, if you feel the need here, bend the knees and move into a child's pose for just a gentle rest. Otherwise, just stay in that down dog for a moment. Perfect. Bringing our feet forward just one at a time, we're going to take a nice deep squat. So how about we do malasana? So let's move our feet out wide, heels in, toes out, and begin to push our seat towards the floor, as far as they'll go. Now, if you're finding yourself up on your heels, I want you to play around with your feet for a moment, maybe a little wider, a little narrower, to face it out more and more. You should be able to get there by just adjusting those feet. A little tip, if this is absolutely impossible for you, put a brick on its tallest height right behind your seat and have a seat. That will allow you to sit back, pull your shoulders back, hands stay at the heart as you pull your elbows towards your thighs and push. Close your eyes. Breathe in. Sigh out. Once more, breathe in. And a big sigh out. Don't be afraid or shy to let those sighs out. They feel like blissful. They're really nice to just be a little bit aggressive with that exhale and a little bit noisy. All right, we're going to sit down. So however it takes to get there, just fall back or transition any way you can. Let's extend our legs out long in front of us. And just find our sitting bones. So I want you to just move your flesh a little bit till you feel really grounded and rooted to the mat. Then I want you to pull your toes towards your kneecaps. Feel the calves push into your mat. Feel the top of your legs move to the bottom of your legs and then into your mat. Feel your sitting bones rooted and grounded, but your spine, your shoulders, your head are floating in the upward position. As your spine stays stable, the whole front of your body pulls towards it, gravitates towards that spine. Sliding your hands back, right at the hips. Fingertips are near the hips. Push down and just feel that pose get taller. Close your eyes a moment and allow your chin to move towards your chest. Dandasana, staff pose. As you inhale, reach to the sky. As you exhale, let the whole of your body come forward. This is where you're going to listen to your body and take those hands where they'll go. Maybe they can reach your feet. Maybe you have to use the sides of your mat to pull forward. Maybe your ankles, maybe even below your knees. It makes no difference, but do try to keep your back straight. Inhale and move your hips back just a step or two. Move your heart forward an inch or two. And then slowly begin to let the head back. Easing back forward, the hands rest along the side of your mat as you glide backwards, moving into your prone position on your back. Arms float up and over your head, and let's roll back up. Inhale, peel slowly off the floor, and exhale, gently reach forward. Let the hands glide along your body as you slowly pull the belly in, lower down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Let the arms float up and back, and then roll back up. Let's do that a few times here. Let's go slow. And lift up. Just tune in to that. The honest rhythm of your heart. See where it leads you. Just lifting, reaching, sliding back. And then just one more time, coming all the way up, reaching just for that front foot and pulling that foot inside of your left thigh. Once again, let's maintain that posture. So if you need to find your sitting bones again, do that. Feel the sole of your foot press into that inside thigh. Pull the toes back to your kneecap on the long leg. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bowing forward. Inhale, pulling the hips and heart in opposite ways. And then slowly exhale, bringing the chin down so your gaze stays past your feet. Let's go ahead and reverse this into a really nice side stretch. So reach the right arm behind you, lift your hip off the floor, and just take a super deep stretch here, pulling the hip away. And then finding your way back down to the mat, extend the leg back out. Perfect. Other side, pull that left foot in. Take a moment to really get strong in this posture. Pull the toes to your kneecaps on the long leg. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, find some extra length here. Exhale, bow deep, chin to chest. Gaze past your feet. Left arm sweeps up and over. Lift the hips off the floor. That's a side stretch. Return yourself to center and bring your feet to the floor. Your knees bent. Roll to the floor. Bring the knees with you so they're right up at tabletop position. Take the arms out nice and wide, and let's draw some nice big circles here. So just really big. Really big. Feel free to create a little bit more of an extension on the end of that circle. Just go and pull. Go. And then we'll stop in the center, and then we're going to go the other way. So let it go the other way. Exhaling away, inhaling in. Doesn't matter, just keep that breath going. And then bring it right back to the center. Table position, dropping the knees towards the right, not touching the floor. And then up and over to the left, not touching the floor. Up and over to the right, and up and over to the left. Up and over to the right, and up and over to the left. And then up and over to the right, and to the left, and to center. Bringing the hands to the knees now. Head and shoulders come off the floor. As we root our spine to the floor, draw your belly towards your spine. Bringing the right knee a little closer, push away the left. Single leg extensions, breathe in. Exhale, pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull, switch. And pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull, and pull, pull. Pull, pull. Every pull, pull has two little exhales. All you have to do is say pull, pull, and you've got it. Pull, pull, and pull, pull. Bring both knees back in to you and drop your head down. Well done. We'll move right into double leg extensions, but rather than cause more stress on that neck, let's support it. So interlace your fingers and bring the hands behind your head, lifting your head and shoulders right off the floor. Take a moment here to let your head sink into those hands. So remember, we're not going to pull on our neck. We're just using our hands as a little pillow here. So inhale, bring the shoulders and your knees and your chest towards each other. And then exhale, open wide. Inhale, squeeze tight. Exhale, open wide. Inhale, pull. Exhale, open. Pull and extend. Squeeze tight, let it go. Squeeze and let it go. And squeeze and let it go. And squeeze and let it go. Squeeze it, let it go. And squeeze and let it go. Bring it back in, release to the mat. Bringing your feet to the floor. Breathe in and breathe out. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and turn ourselves towards your device on your side. Pilates side leg today. So take long legs, stacked. Support your head with that lower arm. The legs are out long and slightly to the front. Top hand helps keep you in check and balance. The top of your body does not move. Pointing both toes and feeling the engagement of those legs. Let's lift the top leg all the way up, flex the foot, and then push it down. So create your own resistance, lifting up and then pushing down, as though you're just dragging it through something really thick, up and down, and 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 up and down. Let's go two more, up and down. I'm not counting today, I'm just feeling. We're going to go right to our bicycle. So pull the knee to the front, kick the leg out, and just push it back. So as you push it back, create that resistance, push. A big exhale when you push, push. Even say that, push, and let it go back. Push. And knee in and push. Knee in and push. One more time, and we're going to reverse. So we'll start coming forward. So resist it forward and then push. Resist it forward and then push. Resist it forward and then push. And resist it forward and push. Resist it forward and push. And forward, just two more, you've got this. Forward and push. Last one, right into our double toe taps. 2 in the front and 2 in the back. And 2 in the front and 2 in the back. And 2 in the front and 2 in the back. Last time, stacking your feet one on top of the other. Lift the top leg, lift the bottom leg, lower the bottom, then lower the top. Once again, up, up, down, down. Perfect. Now up, up, squeeze tight and lower them together. Up, up, squeeze and lower. And now together, just 4 of them, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Pulling the heels back, lift the top knee, and then lift the foot. And the knee, and the foot, and the knee, and the foot, and the knee. Taking the range a little further, bring the toe to the floor behind you, the knee to the floor in front. Take it back and bring it up, and back, and bring it up just once more. Perfect. Bring the knee to face up. Pull it towards your shoulder and then extend it. Shoulder and extend it. Shoulder and extend it. And shoulder and extend it. For 4, and for 3, and for 2, and for 1. Hold. Move your hand up to that shin. Straighten the lower leg. Let's lift it and lower it. Lift it and lower. Lift and lower and lift and lower. 4, and 3, and 2. Last one. Lower it down. Extend the top leg all the way out. Circle backwards for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1, and forward for 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. How about we call that a day for that side? Roll into your back, sleeping pigeon. Cross the leg over, pull the other knee in. Oh my goodness. It seems like forever since we've done that side leg series. So when you are in sleeping pigeon, we have so many options. I personally love to hold my ankle and my foot and use my elbow as a little bit of tension as I rock and roll side to side. And others like to reach underneath and grab at your shin and pull in a little bit deeper. Flex your feet though to engage and elongate all those muscles. So you can choose stillness, you can choose movement, you can choose a little of everything. Fantastic. And then slowly release your foot from this knee. Crisscross your ankles and bring yourself all the way up to seated pose and just swivel yourself around. As you swivel around, let's find our way back to our back, but this time our legs go straight to the sky. Straight up. Point your toes. Bring your arms out wide. And now let's take those circles with straight legs. So just take your circle, however comfortable you are, listening to your lower back. And then stopping and reversing the direction. And then stopping in the center. And then letting your legs fall towards the right, only until you feel they're going to fall. Bring them up and take them over to the left. Stopping when you think they're going to fall. Come over and just drop it. For me, it's about halfway. Just listen to your body. And then back to center. Reaching for the right calf, pull it closer in as you lower your left leg to a hover. Lifting the head and the shoulders up to prepare for single straight leg extensions. Keep both legs strong and straight. Breathe in. Exhale, take that pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull, switch. And pull, pull, switch. Engage your core. Feel the spine root to your mat. Your belly root towards that spine and up towards that rib cage. Remember, just say pull, pull if you need help with those exhales. Pull, pull. Or blow out 2 candles. Pull, pull. Pull, pull. And pull, pull. Just once more, bring your legs back together. Lower your head to the floor. Double straight leg. Let's use the same technique we did before and support our neck. Interlace your fingers, slide the hands underneath your head. Engaging your core, lift the head and shoulders off the floor and let the head sink deep into these hands. Squeeze the legs from the inside and begin to lower towards the floor and lift back up. Now, this is where you get to choose once again how low you go. If you need to maybe bend your knees instead. If you need to put your head on the floor and take your hands below the lower back. Anything that makes this possible for you. So just lower and lift. And lower. And lift. And lower. And lift. Just once more, lower. And lift. Lower the head. How about we take a full happy baby? Just pull the knees down. Rock and roll. Remember, if you cannot reach your feet, who cares? Who cares? Grab behind your knees and just pull. You want to just be able to pull something to really feel that spine neutral to the floor. Perfect. Before we run out of time, we have one other side leg to take. So let's bring our legs together and move our feet to the floor. Turn your body to face forward once again. Support your head and let's find those Pilates legs. So extend them long and a little bit to the front. Keeping that bottom hand rooted, let's lift the top leg up, flex it and put it down. Create that resistance as you send it back down. Just lift and lower and lift and lower and lift and lower and lift and lower and lift and lower. Just feel that resistance and lift. How about we just do 2 more here? And 1 more, right into our bicycle. So pull the knee to front, kick the leg out, and then push it back. Bring it in. Feel free to just say push. In, push. In, kick, push. Stay really still on the top part of your body. 2 more times. And then we're going to reverse. So on the next one, push forward, send it back, push, send it back, push, send it back, and push, send it back, push, send it back, push. Just 2 more. And 1 more, right into our double toe taps. 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and 2 in the front, and 2 in the back, and 2 in the front, and 2 in the back. 1 more time, we're going to stack those feet, and we're going to lift the top one up. Lift up, now the lower, lower the lower, and then the top. Lift it up, and lower. This time, lift up, up, squeeze, lower both together. 1 more, up, squeeze, and then both together. For 4, for 3, for 2, and then for 1, pull the heels back, lift the knee, and then the foot, and the knee, and the foot, and the knee and the foot. And let's widen that range, toe to the floor, knee to the floor, toe to the floor, and knee to the floor, toe to the floor, and knee to the floor. Bring the knee back to the center, pull it to your shoulder and extend it. Pull it in and extend it. Pull it in and extend it, and in and extend it. 4 more. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. Hold it in and grab your shin. Extend the lower leg, flex your foot and lift. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Put it down, send the top leg back out, point your toes, circle back. 2, 3, and 4, and forward for 2, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Pull it back in, roll to your back, sleeping pigeon on the side. Choose. It's about you today. Bringing your knees in towards you, bring your feet to the floor. Hands by your side before we move into our bridge pose. Let's move our shoulders underneath us a little, tuck them under. Lift your heart just a little bit. And on your next inhale, let the top of your body just float up, float. As it kind of stalls out a moment, take it a moment. See if those inner thighs are squeezing to each other. Now we'll seek a little more space to let it float a little higher. So move the shoulders further under, push those feet deeper into your mat and lift higher. Take it where you can. Maybe put those hands underneath you and clasp them, push them towards the floor as you lift up. So not only are we opening our heart and really opening the top of your body, kind of your organs are loving you for this, but we're also squeezing those glutes, strengthening our lower back, squeezing our inner thighs. Breathe in and start to release softly, gently, slowly. Drop back to the floor. As you touch all the way back down, bring the soles of your feet together and bring the knees out wide. Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring your right hand to your heart and your left hand to your belly. Close your eyes. Reminded here of your breath, that heart within you. Who you are can make a difference. Think about it, one heart at a time. We all can work together. So it's a good time to just reflect on all those who make a difference to you. Slowly begin to transition into your Shavasana. Bring the knees together, let everything soften into your mat. Let your arms go limp, your legs go limp, your shoulders to drop into your mat. Any tension you have, get rid of it. Use your exhales, let it go. Like your breath, let those tensions go. We are who we are, not just because of just us. It's because all those around us who help mold us into be better people. to be grateful for those who have been part of your journey to make you who you are today.
Just begin to create a little movement, start becoming a little bit more aware of everything around us, bringing our knees into our chest. And then slowly just let everything go to the side. And back into easy pose. Fantastic job today, you guys. Let's close by bringing our hands to our heart, down on our head, bringing our hands to our forehead to remind us to think positive thoughts. Bring hands to our lips, remind us to speak those words of wisdom, of gratitude. And finally, to our heart, to continue to love freely and let others into your heart. Namaste.